It's time to preview a team that is loaded with talent in the Bayside. It's the Decatur Seahawks. They are no doubt the team that beat this year in the two-way. Bryson Coleman, Tribe Wise, Gavin Salito, and former Seaford Blue Jay Kareem Bolden, just to name the few, are all on the roster for the Seahawks this year.
They did have some key losses, though. We caught up with the Hawks earlier this week, and sports reporter Cole Howard has the story.
Last year was a big year for the Decatur Seahawks football program, making it to the Final Four for the first time in 18 years. But a new season is right around the corner, and that is what head coach Jake Coleman is focused on.
Last year's in the books, though. You know, Luke Murgott's not coming through that door, and Xavier Manuel and Dagan Brisser and all those other guys, they're not coming back through. So we have to turn the page. It's a new year. It's a new group. Last year's last year. We got to focus on just getting better every single day, and that's our mindset.
And with the upcoming season, the Seahawks have added another weapon to their arsenal, former Seaford Blue Jay Kareem Bolden. And this is what Coach Coleman had to say about his new player.
He's no question about it. He's one of the most explosive athletes I've seen in a long, long time. So trying to figure out how he fits best with us is something that, I guess that's the reason we get paid.
And now Bolden is entering his senior campaign this year. And this is what the new Seahawk had to say about what he is trying to bring over from the Henlopen to the Bayside.
Just bringing my leadership here to a group of guys that want to win, that plays hard, just went far in the playoffs last year, so I feel like I can bring a little bit more talent to that and we can win a championship.
And you can't forget about powerhouse player Bryson Coleman. Bryson has been nothing but dominant in his time in the Bayside, and the Vanderbilt commit is feeling great about the upcoming season after what he has been seeing in practice.
It feels great. We're just taking one step at a time. Last year we had a lot of young guys, but everyone's coming back this year. We had a great off season, so I'm excited about what's happening.
But at the end of the day, it's all about getting back to the Final Four and trying to win that state championship.
We just got to show up every day, take it one game at a time, and then hopefully by the end of the year we'll get back there and even further.
Cole Howard, 47 ABC, WMDT.
Now, they open up their season on September 1st against Queen Anne's. Brandon, I just want to ask you a quick question. Could you imagine seeing Kareem Bolden behind center, and then on the left side of the field, you got 6'4" Tribe Wise. On the right side of the field, on the outside, you got 6'5" Bryson Coleman, plus you got David Chandler sprinkled in there.
You got Salito in the slot there. Yeah. That team is loaded offensively.
I don't want to be a cornerback in the Bayside.
They are going to be tough to beat this year. That's for sure.
How can you guard that? 2 6'4" kids just coming at you full head of steam.
But remember, of course, don't think about the semifinals now. You got to look at it one game at a time. And I know that Coach Coleman is letting them know that at practice every single day. Can't make it to the semifinals in September. All right, 2023 looks to be a season of promise for the Washington Jaguars team. There's a new head coach at the helm. And with that, he brings a new culture, which can hopefully bring some W's to Princess Anne. Now, the Jaguars haven't won a regular season game since before the pandemic, so that means Washington has nowhere to go but up.
Yeah, I like that direction. Yeah, new head coach Alec Metzner says the focus of training camp is to give the players the tools they need to make the Jags a competitive football team once again like they were in the past.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to win every single game, and I don't think that we have to sit here and say, oh, well, I just hope we win one. Why would we do that? We're out here to win, to make good young men, so let's win. Other than football, that's the goal. Make good people, have them do high academically in the school, and that's the most important part. Change Washington football for the better.
Now to another Bayside South team looking to turn things around. It's the Snow Hill Eagles. They're another 1A team. Raheem Hammond takes over as the head coach, and he's been the offensive coordinator in the last 3 years. Now he takes over for Deidris Downing at his alma mater.
Now the emphasis in practice and camp has been on the technicals and the fundamentals, how to tackle, staying on blocks. And on offense, the Eagles will run a spread. On defense, the team will have multiple looks with the goal of getting pressure on the opposing quarterbacks. And of course, you can't forget the third side of the football. They're doing a lot of emphasis on special teams, and it could be the difference maker in a lot of their games down in the 1A.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see if Washington can take that next step. In
We're
terms
all
of just
rooting
being
for
a fit-
Washington
right.
and for Snow Hill to get those wins this year.
And you know, the 1A is going to be very competitive between those type of teams. I want to see them
And
take
Kent
that next
County
step.
as well. We'll talk about them next week.
And maybe Colonel Richardson too. Don't forget about them. I spent a lot of time up there.
Yeah,
in
they have been
Federalsburg.
fantastic in the 1A the last 2 years under James Jackson.
Absolutely. Now, after a fantastic Friday, it looks like we're heading into the weekend with delightful weather.
All right.
Coming in, we'll check in with Chief Meteorologist Rich Wardzik to find out how long this takes to fall will last. Plus, we have the latest details in the case of Tyler Meyer.
I'm head coach Alec Menser, Washington High School. You're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.